Okay, in a previous video, we talked about, can your IRA invest in an LLC? And the answer is yes, it's allowed to invest in the LLC. There's nothing inside the tax code that says your IRA can't invest in the LLC. But there's always problems. And what are those problems that we typically see with people who invest in an LLC? Well, number one is you've got to respect the form of the LLC. And what I mean by that is you've got to follow by the terms of the operating agreement for the LLC. You got to treat it like a separate entity, and it's an entity owned by the IRA. And the problems that we typically see with that is, number one, since that LLC is owned by the IRA, you're still subject to the IRA prohibited transaction rules. That means you cannot do anything with the LLC that you couldn't do with your IRA. Examples: you can't have the LLC enter into a partnership with a related party. That's a no-go. You just can't do that. That would be a prohibited transaction. You would get in trouble. You can't add personal money to the LLC. We see this all the time. Somebody's going to, buy some real estate, and they can't afford the down payment with their IRA LLC, so they put in personal money. They cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to respect that the LLC is owned by the IRA, and you're still subject to those rules. Other thing you can't do, you can't move assets directly into the LLC. And let me tell you in more detail what I mean by that. What I mean is, if you have old IRA assets sitting over at Custodian A and you want to move them into your IRA LLC, you can't call up Custodian A and say, hey, Custodian A, move the assets directly into my LLC. Instead, you have to tell Custodian A to move the assets over to your new self-directed IRA custodian, and then you direct the self-directed IRA custodian to move the assets into the LLC. And by the way, flip side's true as well. You can't just take a distribution out of the LLC for an IRA distribution. What you have to do is move the assets out of the LLC down to the actual IRA account with the IRA custodian, and then take a distribution from the IRA custodian as opposed to just taking it directly from the LLC. That's going to get you into a lot of trouble. And the other thing you can't do is you can't take money directly out of the LLC for your personal use. And I know some of you are probably chuckling and saying, yeah, we all know that, but guys, you wouldn't believe the stuff I see. So you can't do anything with that LLC that you couldn't do directly with the IRA. Yeah, I know this is a bit confusing, but if you have questions, send us an email, give us a call. We're more than happy to walk you through this. Thank you so much.